me tell you a story.
Welcome to My Skeptical Sister.
I'm Megan, the skeptical one.
I'm Erin, the believer.
How is it going? Summertime.
Yeah, my summer just officially started because I was at PD's all last week.
Nice. Mine officially started when you handed me this amazing Paloma.
I know. Cheers.
Cheers. Clink.
Clink, clink. And Rue's not editing, so I put lots of ice in.
Nice. You're going to curse yourself later on.
I'll curse myself, but you know what? Y'all can, it's ice. Get over it.
It's ice, yeah. We're enjoying it, so don't ruin our joy.
Right.
Gosh, they're so rude.
All the time.
I'm kidding. You are
Hills.
great. You're great. We wish you were here so you can have Palomas with us.
Well, I've got a story to tell, but I feel like I don't want to just jump into it.
Girl, jump into it. What are we waiting on? This is what we're here for.
Okay. All right.
Come on, we don't need segues. Just tell us.
Okay. Fine. I'll do it.
Okay.
Just twist my arm. I was talking to Kevin, who I don't know if we've given updates on here, is going back to nights. It was short-lived.
yeah.
We talked all about how he's moving to days. It didn't work out. It didn't work out, not because it was a bother to our marriage, but it didn't work out because of logistics, whatever. He's going back to nights. So
It's not their business. Everybody calm down.
That's
He's
true.
going back to nights. It's fine.
So this weekend he was trying to get used to, staying up late again. And before he left, I was going to go to sleep and he was going to come out here and watch movies or whatever. And I said, oh, that reminds me that I never told you about your nose whistle that you have that sounds like a tiny baby girl crying. And he laughed. He thought that was really funny. And he said, well, when I was working nights before, sometimes I would be almost asleep and it would suddenly sound like there were people whispering, like a lot of people whispering in here.
What?
And I said, what are you talking about? And he said, yeah, it kind of freaked me out. So I didn't tell you because I just didn't want to talk about it. But it happened on multiple occasions.
So like when he was working night, so when
he's sleeping during the day.
During the day, he felt like he heard people whispering.
Yes, in the room.
Well, that's just the robbers right outside his window.
Yeah. Well, he said he would look up real quick and turn on the light and nobody was there and then it would stop. It's not like he would close his eyes again and hear the whispering again. But he said it happened on multiple occasions and it freaked him out.
Ooh, weird.
So he tells me this seconds before he's like, good night.
So he
see you later.
plants it in your mind. Okay, and then what happens?
Yeah, so that part legitimately creepy, right? Then I am not going to sleep. I'm going to look on TikTok.
Of course, that's what normal people do when they lay in bed.
Right. Oh, yeah, exactly. I hate watching TikTok when he's right next to me because
Sure, you feel judged.
I
You're
feel
look.
so judged. So when I'm like, good night, love you. And he goes out here, I'm like, yes, TikTok. He won't come in and check on me. He doesn't know what time I stop.
He has no idea what you're doing in there. It could be a lot of things.
It's fine. So I was on TikTok and I hear, I was like, what? And I kind of look around and it stopped. And I was like, all right, it was on. That idea has been planted. And I'm watching TikTok. Maybe it was something in the background of that video.
Okay.
Go to the next video, watching it. And then I hear louder. I'm like,
Is he playing a prank on you?
what is happening? Then I hear it so loud, like it is at my ear. Something like that. And I sit up and I turn the light on and I'm terrified. And then I realized that Kevin is like, I'm going to go hang out in the back. I'm going to go clean my computer. So he had one of those cans of air.
Oh my.
And he was doing it outside because he didn't want dust to fly everywhere. So he was like, I guess using more pressure or getting closer to our open window because it's been delightful this weekend. So the windows were open. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was so scared. And it was so real because it was. But I was like, oh my gosh, I could have killed him. The next day I said, Kevin, guess what happened? And he goes, oh, that was me. I said, I know it was you. Now I do. But it was terrifying.
Well played, Kevin. Well played. And then he's like, and now I'm going back to nights, leaving you all by yourself with the whispering.
Right.
Or the air pressure.
Yeah, if somebody starts cleaning out their keyboard tonight, that will be creepy because he is gone.
Yeah, that would be very great. And also very nice of them. Like, oh my gosh, I was going to come rob you all, but boy, your keyboard needs some cleaning.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, too funny. Well, that leads me. Look, see, you jumped right in and led me into a segue into what I had to tell you.
It was my evil plan all along.
It all works out in the end, Aaron. All works out. It's like we're profesh. Okay. I went to a going away party, which was definitely bittersweet, on Saturday night for my friend Maya and his beautiful wife, Sunshine.
Oh, where are they going?
They're moving to West Virginia.
Oh my gosh.
I know. They bought a lot of land. They're just starting this brand new adventure. I'm super excited for them. It sounds like it's a great opportunity. But, it's also like an end of an era. They are like, both have been bartenders in some of the best bars in Louisville. So they have like huge following. They're both lovely people.
They are.
They're just so much fun to be around. So it was a party. I might have seen Sunshine.
Oh, see why she got the name.
Yeah, right. No, she, she's a free bird, and she lets her birds fly sometimes, and it was great. It was a whole lot of fun. But
Is this the party you invited me to?
I did. I wanted you to come.
You didn't tell me who it was for.
Well, I just, you were day drinking.
I was day drinking.
You would last or not.
Yeah, I wouldn't have.
Also, once I found out how much day drinking you're doing, I was like, I don't really know if I wanted to come or
no,
not.
You did
It might
not.
Embarrass me.
I would not have been fun. I would have been fun for like 30 minutes, and then I would have been
crashed.
Not fun.
Right. No. So we had so much fun. I got to see like all of my barfly friends from like years ago that I haven't seen in forever. And we just got to like hang out and have a great time and catch up, which was great. And sweet Maya, I mean, he is just one of the nicest people you've ever met. And everybody is trying to talk to them. Like they're it. They're the whole reason we're all out.
Star of the show. People haven't seen them in years. Then other people just want to talk to them because they're going away, even if they were Patreons of them for years. Yeah.
So anyway, they're like busy. And he gives me this hug and he's like, oh, I've got stories for you. And he starts telling me ghost stories. And he's he's just so sweet because he's like, I need to tell you all these stories. And they're great stories, but he's going on and on. It's like he had a line of people waiting up to talk to him, and they're all kind of like, come on, And I was like awkwardly saying, I'm like, these are great stories. I kept saying, write them down. And he would be like, I'm too busy. I can't write them down. Just listen to all these stories. And I'm like, okay, but so I'm going to share one of them with you. Okay. And then I told him at a later date, if he's too busy, we can get on the phone and he can tell me the rest and I'll write them all down for him.
Perfect.
But anyway, so this one, he said he has a company, and you all might remember Maya because Maya's sister, Jen, we used to sponsor her for a while.
She was our first sponsor.
She really was. And
she sponsored us.
Oh, yeah. We didn't. Well, how does that work? Anyway, she sponsored us. And so I would definitely like to give her a shout out again because for those of you who are newer to the podcast, you might not know, her company is Jennifer Hunt Glass Art. And if you remember, she will take cremated ashes and put them in beautiful jewelry.
Yeah.
She and her brother are both glass blowers, and they make incredible jewelry. And so anyway, if you all are interested in that, definitely look her up on Facebook because she makes amazing pieces. And not just like necklaces. She can also do like little statues and figurines and things like that. So, but she's definitely a believer. And Maya is more of a skeptic, is what he tells me. But I don't know. The more he was talking, I was like, dude, I think you're a believer. And Maya has his own company called Hunt and Son Construction. And of course, they're going to be in West Virginia. So if you're there now, look them up because they do great work. But
they're moving the business there?
Yeah, the business is moving with them.
Wow.
Yes. So I'm super excited for them. But he said that he was on Frankfurt Avenue working at Blue Dog Bakery.
Yeah. And Frankfurt Avenue is old and spooky.
Old and spooky. And he said like behind the shop are these old apartments and like these dual stairs that go up to these old apartments. And he was on one stairwell and he was doing some construction on it. He said he was the only one in there. And he's just, hammering away, whatnot. And he stops to kind of like take a breath and he hears like a door open upstairs, but he can't see a door open. He just hears the sound of a door opening. And then he hears click, clack, like their high heel shoes walking across the floor, and he's watching it and he sees nothing. Oh. And then he hears the sound travel down the stairs.
Like the ones he's on or the dual one?
The other he's on this staircase and he's like watching, he's like looking because it sounds like multiple, he said it sounded like multiple people like having a conversation and laughing, and like high heel shoes and other shoes walking down the other stairwell. And then the door, it sounds like the door opens and he's watching it and it's all just sound traveling and he sees nothing, but it sounded, yes. And he was like, it freaked me out, Megan. He was like, and I'm a skeptic. He told me he was a skeptic 100 times. I'm like, I don't know. But he said that he called the owners. And here I'm thinking he's going to get this, like, the way he set it up. I wish I could do an impression of it. But the way he set it up, I thought for sure they were going to tell him, like, oh, yeah, man, this place is totally haunted. He was like, and I'm like, yeah. He's like, they totally laughed at me. He was like, they were like, no way. And just laughed it off. And he was like, but I'm telling you what I saw and what I heard, or what I didn't see, but what I heard. And I was like, oh, that's wild. So, and he was like, oh, I've got a ton of stories like that, which is so funny because I'm like, but are you a skeptic? He's like, I am. I'm totally a skeptic, but I've got a lot of stories. So anyway, I'm just excited to hear all of these.
How could you be a skeptic after several things?
Well, he said he even thought maybe it was like the owner downstairs, like maybe somehow the weird echo, because there's also a basement with stairs. So he thought maybe the sound was traveling in some sort of weird way. So he walked downstairs to go see, and he made sure, and he was the only one there.
Huh.
So very interesting.
That's very weird.
Now, my debunk for that would be is maybe like if we're doing construction, I'm imagining we have got some windows open. Maybe it was like a neighboring apartment somewhere. Like maybe they have windows open and you can hear into the other apartment. Who knows?
That sounds so close.
It does, but it's, who knows?
I don't know.
Windows, sound travels.
Ooh,
So
I love it.
Yep, good stories.
I was also definitely picturing like an outdoor staircase situation. This was all indoors?
Yeah, it was all indoors.
Okay.
Like if you imagine it's like behind the shop. But so like you go back. I don't know. I have not been in there. So I'm explaining something that I don't. What I'm visualizing is like a whole nother part of the building.
Okay.
And I think they're trying to like expand the building. So he was back where the apartments used to be.
Okay.
And kind of turning it into whatever they were going to make it.
Sounds
bigger
like
part of the
a
restaurant.
residual haunting.
Oh, I knew that's what you were going to say. I knew it.
I love it.
Anyway, Maya, I'm definitely going to send you a link to this. So, because I don't know that you listen to this podcast and as much as you support it, but I will definitely send you a link so that you know that we told your story. And I just wish you all the very, very best. You guys are about to go on this great adventure, and I can't wait to keep up and find out how it all turns out.
I know. Who's going to be the best
No,
bartender?
our best bartender. I know
Millwood.
Sunshine. I know Sunshine is like the most fun bartender. So
I don't go to Millwood very often, but every time I go, she's like, Modelo. I'm like,
I know she
that's
knows
it.
right
Of course,
away.
That's what I want.
If you're local and you haven't gone to Melwood Tavern, you definitely should go. It is a fun little spot.
I mean, it won't be as good now, but you should go.
Now they do have a bartender, Abby, who is also amazing.
I do really like Abby.
Abby is awesome, and every time she would see me walking, and I'd have a Modelo right there. I'm like, oh, Abby, you are good.
Yeah, and if you
Now
go
I don't ever get to see Abby's ladies, but
well, that's why I got to keep going.
that's right. That's true. You never know where the night will take you at Melwood.
Yeah, you got to go just for their tavern tots.
Oh gosh, those are the best thing in Louisville.
They're so good.
They are so good. Yeah, especially about 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah, they've ruined me because anytime I drink a little too much, I'm like, I want tavern tots.
Yes, they're so good. Yeah, go and get the Tavern Tots and say hi to Abby for us, and hopefully you'll be there on a magical night when Sunshine and Maya are back in town.
Yeah, or if you're in West Virginia, start checking out all the bars, see if she goes back to bartending.
Absolutely.
All right, well, I guess we just jump right in.
Well, that's the theme of the night.
We are going to record twice this week, so we'll save all of our like casual banter.
Juicy gossip for Thursday night. I've got nothing.
Yeah, no, my big story was that ghost thing.
Yeah, my big story were Sunshine's titties.
Oh,
And they were great.
and we've already done it both. Daggone it. Something better happened before
We got to see more boobs before now and then.
Well, all right.
I've seen yours a million times.
Okay, you want me to go first? Since you just told that big story?
Yep.
Okay, let's see.
Ellie's like extra nasally tonight.
Oh, she's got a lot going on. Lord. Ellie's extra loud tonight, and I'm sorry about that to everyone listening, but y'all seem to like it, so here we are.
Do you think it'll get her quieter if I go get another drink before you start?
Worth the shot, because I was thinking the same thing about myself.
Here, I'll make you one.
Okay, we're back, and it worked. For now.
For a minute.
So I found this story by being on Facebook.
Okay.
And
the Book of Faces.
That's right. I was on another podcast page of whatever, and they posted pictures of this like spooky looking cellar like place in their house that's over 200 years old, and it looks like in one of the spots that like there are almost fingerprints, as if it was like somebody's being dragged down to the cellar.
Oh my gosh, that's awful.
I know. And then there's like an abandoned phone, and it was just like unconnected, and she's like, nobody will touch the phone, not even our landlord. Like something's weird about the phone.
Okay, wait. So is this like in someone's house?
Yes.
Okay.
It's in Jocelyn's house, and I'm about to read Jocelyn's story.
Okay.
So I reached out and I was like, hey, I know that this is on another podcast page, but we'd love to hear any stories.
We like to poach things.
If you have any actual ghost stories to go along with these pictures, we'd love to hear them. So she wrote back in like 3 parts. So on that post, she wrote, we've had only 2 hauntings in the year we've been here.
Okay.
Actually, and then she remembers a third. It's great. It just keeps going. It always felt off, but the first notable event was that about a month after we moved in, the servant door in our bathroom began opening all the time. Like every time I went into the bathroom, it was open. This was extra alarming because no one has access to the space it leads to. I contacted my landlord to install a deadbolt, and it stopped, sending the rest on a PM.
Ooh, creepy. The servant door. What is that like?
So
where?
This house is like 200 years old. So I guess this is like the door that, I don't know.
And why doesn't anybody, can't anybody get in there anymore?
Yeah, get rid of it. For like why do you need that anymore?
Yeah, what does it lead to? That's my question.
Yeah. I don't
Jocelyn, we have so many questions. Get back in here.
That's right, because we're right here. We're right back to it. This is where Jocelyn's like, hey, I'm going to check out your podcast. It sounds fun. Whatever. Continued from content. The second happening struck the night before my cousin got married. I went to her rehearsal dinner and brought home some chicken wings from the buffet for my boyfriend to eat. They were sandwiched between 2 paper plates. He accidentally left them out, and when we woke up, there was half-eaten chicken wings all over the kitchen.
Well, yeah, there were. I don't care where I'm at. If I see some chicken wings left out on the counter, I'm like, hey.
They're the only 2 in there, and they were asleep.
Yeah, that they know of.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if that's a squatter's dream. I'm like, hell yeah, chicken wings. I don't even have to get them out of the refrigerator and make a noise.
Oh, my
I
goodness.
just have to lift this very quiet paper plate up and over and just eat quietly.
Yeah, I also don't know if Jocelyn had been drinking at that rehearsal dinner, but I could see drunk Aaron in the middle of the night being like,
oh, yeah.
chicken wings.
And never remembering it.
Oh, I'd totally forget.
And let me tell you what, at a rehearsal dinner, Megan would be drunk Megan for sure.
Okay, but I don't know if she was drinking, so we're gonna keep reading this as if she wasn't. And the plates were face down on different corners of the living room somehow. All the dogs were locked up, and the dog is allergic to chicken. Oh my gosh, that sucks.
Oh man.
So we would know if it was him, but he didn't get sick at all. This was during the month we lived here between roommates as well. We still have no idea who ate the chicken wings.
Could have been a roommate. Could have been
It's between roommates.
I know, but could have been a roommate that's like still got a key and like, oh crap, I forgot something. Maybe it ended on bad terms, Jocelyn. I don't know what you're like to live with. I'm just now meeting you. But they come in and they're like, oh, I forgot something, and they go in there like, But you know what? I'm gonna teach Jocelyn and her boyfriend. I'm going to eat their chicken wings because they kicked me out.
And make a mess. Hey, Jocelyn, I forgot to warn you. She's going to try to debunk.
Yeah, at all costs, Jocelyn, at all costs.
And then it's just the regular weird stuff. Our bedroom is in the attic, and I sometimes feel something watching me from our closet.
Or are they eating chicken wings while they do it?
Probably. Ooh, you can like hear chicken wings. Like they're so...
And they're so focused. Like,
have you seen those people who can like...
Look, I got so embarrassed because I ate chicken wings yesterday at the barbecue place.
Oh, yeah.
And Dad does that. Have you not seen Dad do that?
Ew, no.
He can do that. So I thought, ooh, I'll try like Dad did. No, I cannot do it. I think I got the wrong end. And at one point it was like went back into like the corner of my mouth. And then I had a whole moment by myself. I'm like, what? Like luckily everybody else was so deep in conversation, but I'm like,
no.
Abort mission, like get this out of your mouth. But then I'm like taking a whole chicken wing out of my mouth.
There's
It was
nothing
not pretty. I'm so
more-
glad nobody paid attention.
Yeah, there's nothing more embarrassing to me than having something too big stuck in my mouth. That sounds really dirty.
That's what she says.
But I think I do. No, I've got a little mouth.
Yeah, you do.
My dental hygienist comments on it every time. I'm like, girl, you're giving me a complex, but whatever. She's like, well, you and your girls, you have those tiny little mouths. I'm like, okay, sorry. Anyways, like I'll take a bite sometimes and then be like, oh, like I need assistance with my finger in order to like break this bite down more than I realize. It doesn't happen often, but it happens.
Oh, that does sound embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. And then my teeth don't touch too. I'm really painting a picture of myself. So sometimes I can't bite off efficiently.
Oh,
so
my
that's how that
gosh.
bite gets too big in the first place.
Yeah.
And I'm like trying to talk to somebody and like keep eye contact. It's awkward. You don't want to go to dinner with me. Is all I'm saying.
I mean,
In a group setting, I can usually divert attention away, but like one-on-one, I'm like, oh,
this is a lot.
oh shit.
How do you divert attention away?
I don't know. I just
You
gotta
like,
like,
throw something over there, like, oh.
you just kind of like turn, and then they turn their face.
I don't think you're doing as good of a job as you think you are.
Just don't tell me that, please.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I just am so glad you found Kevin.
Oh, me too. So early. He
Quite
just
the
didn't
catch.
know.
Oh.
People who have never seen, they're probably Googling right now. Like,
I know.
what does Aaron
What
look
does
like?
Aaron Sexton look like? Her
Tiny
little-
mouth and her little teeth don't
don't-
touch. Like I look like a little gremlin.
I
Oh.
know. That's what I'm picturing.
Oh, sorry. I'm pretty cute.
Yeah, she's adorable, you all. It's
a cute little mouth.
An adorable gremlin. The boils aren't bad either. I mean,
that's
it's fine.
right. That's right. My boils bring all the boys to the yard. Okay. Get serious. We're in the middle of a story.
Okay, I'm focused.
When we first moved in, our dog took a full hour to do the 2 sets of stairs required to get to our bedroom. He was petrified to go up.
Oh,
But after I did my own cleansing, he goes up without a fight. I mentioned this already somewhere in the original post, but as a fairly sensitive person, I get the strong sense that there was so much energy here in the past, but it had been cleansed by someone very powerful, which keeps it at bay. I feel it was either downright exorcised or an indigenous person from the area has saged and banished the negative spirits.
Oh, interesting.
But then she comes back and says, oh my gosh, I almost forgot. And this one,
Oh, tell us.
this one is wild. The other ones were good.
Okay.
But this, I was like, oh, now we're
Yeah,
getting.
now we're here.
Yeah, this is very scary. Very spooky. OMG, I almost forgot the time my boyfriend tried to get us possessed.
Oh. Don't feel like that's something you just forget. Okay.
That's what you
I'm
lead
gonna go back
with.
I'm gonna go back to the chicken wings thing. Maybe you all are just forgetful.
Oh.
If you can forget something like trying to get possessed, chances are you ate those chicken wings and you forgot.
Okay, all right, here we go. I read tarot cards, and for personal readings, I invoke spirits of mine. I had just started practicing the invocation.
Invocation? Sure. Invocation?
Of, now I looked up how to say this, and there
Okay.
were like 3 different ways.
Oh, I can't wait to hear all 3 versions.
The only one I remember is Hecate.
Hecate.
So Hecate, according to this one that was like the Greek goddess.
Okay.
So I think that's the one we're going to go with.
Okay.
Mother God, as I call her. So
Okay.
Hecate, Mother God.
I kind of like the name Hecate. It also
I
makes
know.
me think of like Chicken Piccata.
Yeah, yeah. The other one, it says something like in Shakespeare, it's Hecate without the E at the end.
I don't like that as much because
Yeah.
the other one makes me hungry.
Yeah, Hecate. I think it's cute. Bring it back.
Yeah, come on.
Lots of different people call her in different ways, but to me, she is the mother of all.
Also, if you found that very offensive, Jocelyn, I am so sorry.
Oh, were we being offensive? Could it have been? I don't know.
I said Chicken Piccata.
Oh.
Like her mother god sounds like Chicken Piccata. I'm so sorry, Jocelyn. I will be more mindful.
Okay, but also in the show Casey Undercover, that was like before Zendaya was Zendaya. She's
Okay. I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
she had a little funny brother. At one point, he went, chicken tetrazzini. And we say that all the time in my family. And so much so that I made chicken tetrazzini. And I don't like it.
Oh, well, you should try Chicken Piccata. In fact, we
I've
should
had
get some
chicken
after
piccata,
this.
and I
It's
do
so
like
good
chicken
with the
piccata.
capers.
Yeah, they got the capers.
So good.
Ooh, I freaking love capers.
So glad we're talking about her mother god. I am so sorry, Jocelyn.
I never make anything with capers, and that's a real downfall.
Shame. I love capers.
I love them too.
Yeah, they're so good. We need to find some caper recipes.
Okay.
Focus.
Okay.
Focus. Here
We're
we go.
focused. All right. Here we go. My boyfriend saw me setting up for a reading and started insisting that we summon the money ghost.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one to get.
I told him absolutely not. First of all, there is no such thing as a money ghost. Secondly, if you're ever trying to invoke something and you're not clear as hell with your words while performing the ceremony, it opens the door to anyone or anything that may be lurking. Well, sure enough, as I begin my invocation ritual, I've just never had to say invocation. I'm making sure.
You're doing great, I think.
My invocation ritual. My boyfriend mentions this money ghost of his over and over. By the end of the ceremony, that was such a fake.
No, it's not. I'm like, I would be like, if I warn you once.
Yeah, but
look,
tell
I
you
might
not to
be,
do it.
Listen, I might not be a believer, but if I set a boundary,
Yeah.
motherfucker, and you, because you think you're being funny,
Yeah.
after I'm like, no. And it sounds like Jocelyn is very serious about all of this.
Right.
I'll be pissed.
Yeah, for sure.
Just ask my husband tonight, who I had to get onto because he promised me that Blake's chore of doing the dishes. Oh, yeah, well, he's gone. I'll pick it up. So I lightly make the comment, oh, look at me. I'm unloading the dishwasher. Didn't think I'd have to do this. Oh, yeah. And he got a little back talky, I'm like, hold on. You were the one, my friend. So anyway, yeah, I mean, I'm with you. Solidarity.
That's right. By the end of the ceremony, I can tell Hecate is not with us.
Uh-oh.
But I'm unsure what is. I have no clue what to do from here. So, like an idiot, I just start my reading. I felt drawn to my mom's oracle deck, so I pick it up, shuffle, and set it down. Then I notice the card on the bottom of the deck says, prosperity lies ahead.
Ooh.
The only card in the deck that has anything to do with money flow.
Well, hey.
I know. I was shocked and began to read it aloud to my boyfriend. The second I opened my mouth, all the lights and power in the house shut off. What the fuck? Now, I was determined to see it through. We lit candles around us, and I couldn't help but think we were setting up a more complex summoning circle.
Oh, my gosh.
Because now they're like lighting candles to see,
Yeah,
but
things
it's
are
like
getting out of control.
yeah, it's like more ritualistic when you know. We finished the reading, which wasn't anything crazy. We asked questions about what next steps to take for the said prosperity, and it gave us some pretty clear answers. It was late, so we closed up and went to bed, with the power still out. As I'm laying in bed, I open my eyes and notice one of the candles is still burning. I begrudgingly get up from my cozy bed, dead of winter, and the heat's been off for a few hours, with the power out, and I blow it out. Right as I climb back into bed, all the lights and power surge back on again. What the actual fuck? So as soon as we started the reading, power goes out. And as soon as I blow out the last candle, power comes back on.
Coincidences will blow your mind.
I
They
think,
really will.
Listen, I think one or the other could have been a coincidence. But the way it happened both ways seems like something powerful was with us that night. The next day, I opened the windows and invoked Hecate to help cleanse my space after the incident. I've heard nothing from the money ghost since, and still no prosperity.
Oh, I thought when she said I opened the window, I thought like money was going to start blowing in. Dang, if that were the case, I'd be like, look, I might not be the biggest believer, but I'll give it a go. Bring over your chicken piccata. Let's do this. Let's make this happen.
Yeah.
I'll bring the capers. You bring your tarot cards. Something will happen.
Oh, yeah. It was a chicken heavy.
It really was a chicken story.
Poor Jocelyn was like, it wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah. Jocelyn's like, I mentioned chicken wings once, and boy, did you all really take a hold of that and went, look, we're chubby girls. We love chicken wings and chicken piccata.
And not chicken tetrazzini.
No.
If you've got a really good chicken tetrazzini recipe, send it.
What is that like? What is in it?
It's not good.
Is it like Alfredo? That's what I'm picturing.
It's more of a white sauce. But
Yeah, see, I'm not down.
no, I don't like it.
Yeah.
There's peas in it, I think. I like peas.
some peas.
I'm telling you, all the ingredients alone
You
sounded
should
good.
like.
You put it together, and I was like, I do not like this.
I bet I can make it for you. I bet you'd like it if I made it.
I bet you're right. Okay. Anyways, back to the.
very cocky of me, but I bet you would.
I believe it. I went with it. I didn't doubt it.
I have no idea what it even is, Aaron. That's a very cocky statement. I kind of thought it'd make you laugh, but instead you're like, yeah, I probably would. I was like, oh no, that was supposed to be funny.
Oh, I just
Now the pressure of having to make this, I don't want it
really
anymore.
believe in your cooking skills. Okay.
That's so sweet. Okay. All right. Let me.
No, you got to debunk.
Oh, I thought I did.
You debunked the first part,
Yep.
squatter. Second part,
Yeah, a power surge. It was a coincidence. I mean, that's just lights go on and
both
lights
ways.
go off.
No way.
Yes, Aaron, that's what I just said. It's a coincidences happen.
No way.
But yeah, I mean, that's just, even Jocelyn said it. Like, it could have been a coincidence. And that's what makes coincidences so notable. It's like, was this something else? It leaves just enough of an opening for your mind to perceive something else.
I'm with Jocelyn. One way, that's a coincidence. Happening so perfectly timed in both directions is too creepy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I mean, the lights are going to, if there's a, whatever, a storm or a power surge, or for some reason the lights have to go off, eventually they're going to come back on.
Yeah,
The
but
timing of that is neither here nor there.
I don't know. It was just very specific timing. All right, fine. You're wrong, but okay.
Hey, but really, I'm right. I did debunk it. I debunked both of them. Somebody ate the chicken wings, and then a power outage happened.
All right. Go ahead. Go ahead. Read your story.
Jocelyn, it's okay if you're pissed at me. She is equally, if not more, pissed.
That's right. I'm probably more pissed because I have to hear it all the time.
Yes. Okay, so back when I did my hustling,
Yeah.
I found the lovely Kayla, who definitely delivered.
Awesome.
Okay, so here's Kayla's story. I have a fun little paranormal story for your podcast. My friends and I were about to go on an investigation to Brushy Mountain State, Pennsylvania. I'll use a couple of fake names just in case, and then in parentheses she says, but you can use mine.
All right.
So it was me, female, my friend Joyce, female, our friend Kat, female, and Kat's dog Bella, also female.
Sounds like a perfect trip.
I mean, they're having a ball, right? We decided to just head out to the Smokies and find a random trail. This is your nightmare come true, Aaron.
Oh, yeah. That's not bad.
You minus all the women. That's great.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
But yeah, they're all going hiking.
Yeah.
It was
Ugh,
about
at night.
Oh, you would love night hiking. It's so fun.
Would I love it, Megan?
Well,
Love?
that's true. That's true. But it's so much fun. You don't even notice how much you're working.
I bet I'd notice.
I love night hiking. In fact, your girls asked me if I'd take them hiking. I'm like, dang it, if I knew the trails better on our vacation. But if I knew the trails better, I would definitely take them night hiking because they would love it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to. I'm not going to be responsible for getting all of your kids killed. That'd be
nice.
That would be a bummer.
Be really a damper to the rest of our vacation.
I mean, you all would be on the beach like
Start of our
"Man,
vacation.
This is so sad. But we're on the beach anyway. Okay. Anyway, here we go. That was a morbid joke. So sorry. Moving on. Kayla. Sweet Kayla. She's like, what did I write into?
I know. I feel like all of our writers, we're just losing them week by week.
Well, this is what happens when we go out there and just get random strangers to come in. They're like, what the hell? But listen, I say go listen to us. And if you don't, that's on you.
Yeah. We're called My Skeptical Sister.
Yeah, but we're also not called my bitchy sister or my horrible sisters. And we are a lot of that too. It's fine. Whatever. They had the choice to listen and they didn't.
Maybe they can hang. Hopefully they can. These are two women.
Or they did and they think we're hilarious.
I bet these two women are hanging. I don't know about the two men in a
Dan
row
and
that
Doug.
we've read. Poor Dan and Doug.
I've never heard from them again.
Nope, not a word.
Oh, poor guys. Probably because I forgot to give Doug the link to the last. Got to remember to do that. Remind me to do that tonight. Okay.
Or don't.
Yeah, right. True. No, his astronaut story was so good.
It's so good, but then I couldn't stop talking about being sucked down.
Yeah, you sure did a lot of sucking down talk. If you've not heard that one and you like being sucked down.
I didn't do a lot of sucking down because I never do.
But she sure likes to talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Actually, really, in your defense, Doug talked a lot about it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Sorry, Kayla. This is not Doug's story. This is your story. Here we go. It was about 10 p.m. when we found a spot. We grabbed our recorders and decided to be as safe as possible. Any forks in the trail, we would just head back to the car.
Oh, all right.
Yep, they got a plan.
That gives me like, I think I could do it like that. Because then you're like, I know there's a stopping point.
Yeah.
There will be a fork.
And we'll
I get
have
to go
back.
home.
Unless it's just a straight shot. and you have no idea.
I would hold on to the hope at least.
Okay. There is no ounce of signal out there.
Oh my gosh, that's horribly scary.
Maybe the walkie-talkies, but that was it. We really like using the spirit box because we get the most out of it.
I love a spirit box.
Yeah, Aaron loves them. I don't understand them. So on it goes. We start walking and asking questions, only getting static when suddenly the sound of a child's voice comes up and says, hello.
Ooh, creepy.
Yeah, very creepy.
Okay, now a night trail hiking with a stopping point guaranteed, or at least hopeful.
Yep.
And
we're gonna get her
ghosts.
to hike, you all.
I could maybe hike with these. All these situations,
I was
maybe.
gonna say hiking might be back on the table for Aaron.
Yeah, I need all of
It
those.
was never on the table, but it might be on the table now.
Yes, for the first time ever.
Okay, maybe with like a cooler of travel palomas.
There you go. There you
Okay.
go.
Okay, see, I can get you there. And some chicken tetrazzini
No, that's how you lose me.
that I will make.
Oh, okay.
It will be amazing.
I'm back.
See how quickly you
Such
go.
a roller
Come
coaster.
on back. Come on back. Oh, goodness. Okay. So this child's voice just says hello, right? Kat tried to talk pleasantries and asked how the voice was doing when suddenly Joyce says, are we safe or in danger? The same exact voice says danger.
No, thank you.
Could you imagine that? Remember when I was reading this a minute ago and I was like, yeah, that's so creepy. That was enough for me. I shouted a quick bye and took off. It said goodbye after me and we bolted to the car.
Oh my gosh, it's so responsive.
I know. The rest of this was just comical running as Joyce took off. I almost got clotheslined by Kat and Bella. Bella was excited to be running. The poor dog's like,
the dog
oh, here we go.
Who is this friend? I'm just picturing a person like, finally, we get to run.
You're such a dork.
I forgot about the dog.
Bella's the dog.
I forgot about the dog.
What friend would Bella be that's like, yay, we finally get to run?
I love running in the dark.
Oh, you're making me cry. I'm picturing Steve Carell in like Anchorman, where he's like
I love
lamp.
I love lamp.
And then all of a sudden that friend is just like, we're running. Oh, okay. Get it together.
Sorry.
Oh, goodness. Okay. I would also like to note that before this interaction, Bella, who's a dog, by the way, Aaron, who loves people, got particularly excited before we heard the voice through the box.
Oh.
So I, of course, thank her. I definitely give her the link to one of our episodes so she can listen. And I love Kayla. Like, I already love Kayla. I know Kayla can hang because here's her response. Cool, thanks. And you can use my story regardless. It's honestly pretty funny. I'm like, it was actually really scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's like, it's pretty funny. I guess like in her mind, them running back was so hilarious that trumps the scary part. Oh, goodness.
Especially if Bella was a person, but still.
Yeah. And then I also love this part. She says, if you'd like, I can send you audio too. Unfortunately, you can't hear the spirit box. So it sounds kind of like I'm lying. And then like a laughing face. She said, we were testing equipment and what worked and didn't. So the equipment that didn't work didn't catch it.
Or there was interference.
You know what I'll say to that. But you can hear us panic and hear my friend fall on her face before getting to the car. And then she's got laughing faces. And yes, she's okay. So it's like, it's okay to laugh. Kayla, you're great. And then I said, thank you so much. I'm excited. She said, give me a few days and I'll dig it up, meaning the audio. If I don't get back by next Thursday with it, remind me. It just means that the ADHD monster ate my time. I hear that. And Kayla, look, that was like a month ago.
Did she respond? No.
Nope, she forgot. But she'll remember when I send this in. And I would love to hear the audio just to hear the laughter.
Right.
But that sounds like it was super creepy. And Kayla.
And there's no way to prepare that, like, because you don't know what your friends are going to say.
Yeah, you don't, but you also can't control who is out in the woods and might want to mess with you.
It's coming through the box, Megan. Like,
what does the box look like? Maybe
it looks like a radio. It's like a radio.
So how is it not just a radio?
It is a radio. It's like a radio.
Okay.
And it picks up only like static, like staticky stations. But it pulls words out as it finds it. So like the spirits can be like, oh, hello, boom, play that. So it's like less energy for the poor old tired ghost.
I'm so skeptical of this whole thing. Can you believe it?
Even with all of those responses that were dead on, danger.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time I was listening to the radio and I heard the word danger.
Danger Zone.
Oh my God.
You know that song?
Yeah, I know that
It's
song.
a great song.
It was in the same
love that
child
song.
voice.
In the 80s, I used to hear that Danger all the time.
First of all, Kayla said they heard a child say hello.
Yeah.
And then they heard the same voice say danger.
Yeah. Here's what I will still say.
Okay.
While all of these
Shocker. You got something else to say.
lovely ladies sound amazing and they sound great and they sound like they would never tell a lie a day in their life. They do know that they're about to go ghost hunting. So when you're saying none of it could be manipulated, yeah, it could be.
You don't know who's going to say what.
What if the one who asks, are we in danger or are we safe, is the one manipulating it?
I really don't think you can manipulate. Like a
radio?
Yes.
You really don't think you could
I don't think you can
things?
a spirit box. I don't think there's a spot.
You just
to
told me
play
it's like a radio. I'm
It
like, do
is
you not
like a
remember
radio.
the days when you used to carry a radio around?
No, because I was 4.
Oh, brother.
No, I was 6 when the 80s ended.
Brother. Okay, well, there's a thing called a record button, and you would push it at the
I don't
same
think
time
they
you would
have
push the
that in a spirit box.
I'd like to see a spirit box then.
I'd like to have a spirit box.
I'd like you to shut your pie hole. I'm just
Aw.
kidding. That was a whole lot. I was trying to be funny, and it didn't land. It's okay.
so
it's okay.
aggressive and sad.
I'll make you extra chicken tetrazzini.
I've shut my spirit mouth. What did you tell me to shut? Pie
Your
hole.
pie hole. Your pie hole. Oh, you're trying so hard not to laugh? Oh, you shutting your pie hole. I get it. I was like, what are you trying to do? Okay, well, I guess it's just me, which is perfect because I have a fan favorite. Look, you can't even stop. You can't stop. You'll open it eventually. I see it. You have to drink that beer. Okay, here we go. While we're all waiting for her to open her pie hole. Oh my gosh, Aaron. Okay.
Thanks for your story, Kayla.
Yes, Kayla, thank you so much. And thank you, Aaron, for opening that pie hole for
You're
us. welcome. Okay, here
Had
we
a
go.
nickel for every time somebody thanked me for opening my mouth.
Ew. Yuck. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you meant
20
that to be
cents.
dirty, but it was.
No, I meant for it to be dirty.
Oh, okay, good. Of course you did. Okay, so this week's fan favorite. Well, yeah, Kayla, first of all, before I get to you, fan favorite, calm down. We'll get to you. Kayla, that was an excellent story. Hopefully we did it justice. Probably didn't. But I gave you a good warning, girl. And
I know. We got 2 great stories from 2 first-time writers. That's so fun.
It's absolutely a blast, and hopefully we'll get more. So keep on keeping on.
And that's right.
Okay, so this week's fan favorite. So this week's fan favorite finally checked their DM.
It's Monica or
No, it's the lovely Mallory.
Mallory.
Yes, Mallory. That's okay. You're stumbling with M names. I'm stumbling with J names tonight. It's okay. It's who we are. So I asked Mallory a while ago to be our fan favorite. I'm just kidding, Mallory. I asked her the night we recorded.
Like
and she,
moments before.
yes, moments before. I'm just teasing you, Mallory. But you think we're hilarious. Either that or you're lying because you told us before you thought we were funny. But anyway, she's like, well, I changed my mind. So I asked Mallory to be her fan favorite, and then she responds finally and says, wow, thank you so much. I hope I'm not responding too late. Yeah. Guess what, Mallory? Turns out you did. You responded a little too late. But that's okay. You're here tonight. It's just so funny because it was literally seconds before we recorded that I asked her. Okay. It would be an absolute pleasure to be a fan favorite. First, I just want to say how much fun your podcast is to listen to. Oh, thank you, Mallory.
That's so sweet.
You are both so funny and truly talented at what you do. Well, thank you so much. I don't have right after she said we're so talented.
That's why we edit.
Erin is really good at editing. I don't have anything about myself to plug, but my BFF is opening an up-and-coming small business in the Connecticut area to look out for in the near future. It's called The Witching Flower. Doesn't this sound fun?
Ooh, yeah, it does.
And she makes the most delicious baked goods, specializing in cupcakes that are to die for. Ooh,
Nice.
To die for.
Yeah, I hope that's somewhere in like painted on the wall.
Yeah.
The witching, what is it called? The Witching Flower?
The Witching Flower.
The Witching Flower cupcakes to
die for. Dun, dun, dun. And they'll have to put the dun, dun, dun. After.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
If it's okay, I would also like to quickly talk about the importance of getting your animals spayed and neutered. There are programs that provide vouchers. Of course, it's okay, Mallory. It's our show.
You're our fan favorite. You
and
get
we
to do
love
whatever
you.
you want today.
This is your week. I can't believe you only gave us 2 things. Should have given us like 5 things. We just said them all. You're in control here. Okay, so she says it is important. Okay, so get your animals spayed.
not arguing. It is important.
And listen, Erin is so anti.
I'm not
spaying and neutering your animals. I don't know why. She doesn't even know why.
Oh my gosh.
But boy, when she takes the stance, good luck getting her to sway.
Oh my Lord.
I'm kidding. She's fine. She just spays.
What is happening? Are you
I don't
good?
know. I'm so slap happy. I've been looking at that schedule all day long. Okay, here we go. There are programs that provide vouchers for discounts on those services. Just look up spay/neuter voucher programs in your local area or ask your veterinarians which ones to participate in. And please adopt from shelters whenever you're looking for a new pet. Thank you so much for allowing me to say this. You're so welcome.
Ellie's like, yes, please.
I know. Poor Ellie. She's like, yes.
Little adopted Ellie.
I know. I am so excited to be your fan favorite. I love you ladies so much. We hope you still love us after this episode, Mallory, because I'm all over the board.
Mallory got it pretty easy.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. We just like teased a little bit about the spaying and neutering, but not about what you were saying. I just like to tease Erin at everybody else's expense.
You teased me about untruths. Mm-hmm. I've never had an unspayed or a neutered dog.
That's true. It's just really funny to think of somebody really taking a hard stance against that. Like, why would you ever take a hard stance against that?
Right.
But people do. People will take hard stances against weirdest things in the world.
Stupid things. And that's such an easy step to help the population of cats and dogs.
Yes, we need to do that.
Yeah, bring that number down. All right. I don't know where we left off.
But I'll tell you this. If you want to hear that story about Nurse Rini, join our Patreon because it'll be there.
Okay. In a while because we've already got our July extra month.
Oh, look at us go. Boy, you guys, you're missing out. Get it on in here.
I know. I'm prepared.
Tell them how to do it.
Okay. If you would like to join our Patreon, you just need to come into our website at My Skeptical Sister.
Come on in. Come on. Is that what you do? You come into a website?
Shut.
Okay, I'm sorry.
If you would like to join our Patreon, you can find all the information at our website at myskepticalsister.com, where you'll go to Patreon on our little channel there. Mm-hmm. $3 a month. $3 a month gets you... Stop it. I wanted to record this.
Look, go ahead.
$3 a month gets you bonus weekly content. It also gets you a sticker and a magnet and a card from us. And $5 a month gets you all that plus your movie night once a month. You can also find out about our merch. Oh, and Patreons get 15% off.
Yeah, you do.
Our merch, we've got hoodies and t-shirts. You have till the end of June. So by the time this comes out, we're halfway through June. Make sure you get going, get ordering before that date is up. Because after that, we got to put the orders in. I already had somebody like, hey, where's my hoodie? I'm like, girl, wait a minute. Mm-hmm. Remember, we got to get them all in first. She's like, oh yeah, I forgot. Anyways, so yeah, get those orders in before the end of June and become a Patreon first. You get that discount. It's you get free shipping. The taxes are included. Mm-hmm. So come on. You can also find out where you can write into us directly on our website. You can also find out our P.O. box information and find out where to listen. You can write in directly at myskepticalsister@gmail.com. You can tell your friends about us. You can tell your family about us. You can rate, review, subscribe. And follow our socials, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. And there's Buy Me a Coffee if you really want to do that.
Yeah. I think you did
All the stuff. Man, I'm tired.
Yeah. It was a lot.
It's a lot.
Is that it?
Yeah, I'll talk to y'all next week.
Senditch Witter.
Excuse me?
See you again in useful Pennsylvania German phrases.
Say it again.
Sandwich Witter.
You watch your dirty mouth.
La 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 la.
I went to the rehearsal dinner and brought home some chicken wings from the buffet for my boyfriend. I read that.
That sounds good.
For my boyfriend to eat. Okay, whatever.
Maybe read it again. Now I don't know which one sounds better.
I went to her rehearsal.
I'm
glad you could hear the glugs on the microphone. Glug, 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 glug.
It helps with pronunciation.
I went to the... Oh, son of a bitch.
The H is after the R.
Oh, got it. Thanks.
Joyce,
The other ones, I
what's
was
her
like,
name?
ooh, that's
Oh,
Jocelyn.
Sorry. I'm right there with you, Joyce. Jocelyn.
Jocelyn. Grief.
Got
Jocelyn.
Got that. Sorry.
I'll put it in bloopers.
So sorry, Jocelyn. Our friend Jocelyn. I almost said Janice. What's wrong? It's not you, Jocelyn. It's my brain. It's so tired.
All right.
So it was me, female, my friend Joyce. That's probably why I kept calling Janice Joyce.
Because you read this right before.
Is it Janice? Jocelyn.
Jocelyn.
Well, her
Oh
other
my
friend's
gosh.
name is Janice. No, I'm kidding. She's not. And
Oh, my gosh.